Feeling stuck, like no matter what you do, nothing really changes. The truth is, you're probably underestimating the power of small, consistent actions. Imagine a butterfly flapping its wings on one side of the world and setting off a chain of events that creates a storm on the other. Now, imagine your habits working the same way. Tiny movements today that, over time, lead to massive transformations in your life. In this video, we'll uncover the astonishing butterfly effect of small habits. Forget chasing huge, dramatic changes. The real secret to transformation lies in the smallest steps, repeated consistently, creating ripples that shape your entire tomorrow. The butterfly effect, in simple terms, suggests that small causes can create big results. In science, it comes from chaos theory, showing how a tiny action can set off a chain reaction across complex systems. In personal growth, it means that your daily habits, even the smallest ones, can eventually shift the entire trajectory of your life. Think of it as planting a seed, teeny at first, but capable of growing into a tree that changes the whole landscape. Take, for example, the habit of reading just 10 minutes a day. On the surface, it feels almost insignificant. But over a year, those minutes add up to dozens of books, countless new ideas, and a transformed perspective. This is the butterfly effect in action: small, repeated choices compounding into a future you might never have imagined when you started. The key isn't intensity, but consistency. The same goes for health. One push-up won't change your body, and one healthy meal won't change your health. But a daily commitment to these small acts creates momentum. The butterfly effect of these habits compounds into strength, energy, and confidence. What starts as a simple choice today can ripple outward into a completely different version of yourself tomorrow. That's the quiet magic of tiny habits. Kindness works in this way too. Holding the door for someone, smiling at a stranger, or offering a small word of encouragement can seem trivial. But that act might change someone's mood, which influences their interactions with others, setting off a ripple of positivity. Whole movements have begun with something as small as a single act of compassion. The butterfly effect reminds us that even our smallest actions matter more than we think. Consider the story of startups that began in garages or dorm rooms. Apple, Amazon, Facebook all began as small, almost unnoticeable ideas. Yet through small, deliberate actions repeated over time, they grew into giants that reshaped the world. Personal habits operate the same way. They may look small now, but given time and consistency, they can transform everything around them. The most powerful aspect of the butterfly effect is that it doesn't require perfection. You don't have to make huge leaps overnight. What matters is movement, however small, in the right direction. Each small action, each microdecision, compounds with the others to create unstoppable momentum. The secret is to keep going, even when it feels like nothing is happening, because that's when the invisible ripple is already at work. To harness the butterfly effect in your life, start by identifying one habit so small it feels almost too easy. It might be drinking a glass of water each morning, journaling one sentence, or meditating for just 1 minute. These habits don't feel like much in the moment, but they build identity. Each repetition is a vote for the kind of person you want to become. The butterfly effect means you don't need giant changes, you need small ones that stack up over time. Think about the math of compounding. Improving by just 1% every day may not feel like progress at first. But over a year, that tiny increase compounds into a transformation. This is how tiny habits become unstoppable forces. The butterfly flaps its wings, and before long, you're living in a completely different reality than the one you started in. The change sneaks up on you, but it's real and undeniable. Of course, the butterfly effect works both ways. Negative habits like procrastination, poor diet, or neglecting your relationships also compound. Missing one workout doesn't matter, but missing consistently can ripple into low energy, stress, and unhappiness. Recognizing this dual power gives you control. By shifting even one small habit, you can redirect the course of your future. One of the best ways to reinforce positive butterfly effects is through tracking and celebration. Notice the small wins and celebrate them, no matter how minor they seem. That acknowledgement strengthens the identity behind the habit, turning it from a single action into a lifestyle. Each small celebration is like another flap of the butterfly's wings, building momentum toward your larger goals. Visualization can also amplify the butterfly effect. Picture where your tiny habits might lead you in a year, 5 years, or even 10 years. That future vision helps you stay committed when progress feels invisible. Just like a seed underground takes time before breaking the surface, Your habits may not show results immediately, but beneath the surface, the ripple effect is already building strength. Ultimately, the butterfly effect teaches us that change doesn't begin with giant leaps. It begins with the tiniest flap of wings, a choice made today, repeated tomorrow, and compounded over time. The life you want is already in motion. If you dare to start small, your daily habits are writing the story of your future. The question is, which story will you choose to write? The butterfly effect reminds us that the smallest actions can create the biggest impact. Whether it's in health, learning, kindness, or creativity, your tiny habits today ripple outward into your future. Change is less about sudden revolutions and more about the quiet persistence of consistent effort. What feels invisible in the moment becomes unstoppable when given time. By embracing small habits and trusting their compounding power, you unlock a force greater than any big, dramatic effort. You stop waiting for change and start creating it, one small flap at a time. The butterfly effect isn't just a theory, it's a blueprint for personal growth and transformation. And that's the secret of the butterfly effect. Tiny habits, massive impact. If this inspired you, make sure to subscribe for more videos on growth and mindset. Leave a comment sharing the small habit you want to start today, and let's create a ripple of transformation together, because your tomorrow is being shaped by the little choices you make right now.